Peter Gatirao Munya's public career has been as controversial as it has been prominent. His name has repeatedly surfaced in high-profile investigations and governance disputes, placing him at the center of national debate on accountability in public office. One of the most notable episodes involved the multi-billion shilling Arur and Kinwarer dam scandal, where he was initially lined up as a key prosecution witness in the case against Henry Rotich, the former cabinet secretary for the National Treasury. In 2023, Munya briefly attracted a warrant of arrest after failing to appear in court as scheduled. Although he later presented himself in court and issued an apology, the prosecution eventually dropped him as a witness, raising questions about the handling of the case and the wider political dynamics surrounding it. Earlier, during his tenure as the first governor of Meru County between 2013 and 2017, Munya faced persistent accusations of financial mismanagement and misuse of public resources. His administration was criticized over claims that county funds had been used to fuel and maintain his private vehicle, an allegation he defended by saying he had temporarily relied on his personal car for official duties before being issued with a government vehicle. Other controversies followed, including public outrage over the alleged purchase of expensive curtains for Meru Level 5 Hospital and the prioritization of projects that critics labeled white elephants, among them the costly renovation of Kinoru Stadium and the acquisition of a borehole drilling rig that reportedly remained underutilized. As Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries and Cooperatives from 2020 to 2022, Munya again found himself in political storms. His reform agenda in the tea and coffee sectors provoked fierce resistance from entrenched industry players. Parliament later annulled some of his coffee sector regulations, citing insufficient public participation. He also clashed openly with Kenya Tea Development Agency, accusing elements within the agency of operating cartel-like networks that disadvantaged farmers. In a separate controversy, his decision in 2019 to appoint Bernard Njirani as managing director of the Kenya Bureau of Standards drew criticism after reports emerged that Njirani had not ranked among the top candidates in interviews. Together, these episodes cemented Munya's image as a combative reformer to some and a polarizing political actor to others. Away from controversy, Munya's personal story begins in 1969 in Muthara, Tigania East, Meru County, where he was born into a humble family as one of 6 siblings. The son of the late Jackson Munya Mrukunga and the late Grace Mwakithi, he grew up in modest circumstances that shaped his determination to excel academically. He attended Inchui Primary School before proceeding to Chogoria Boys High School for his O-levels and later Meru School for his A-levels, where he distinguished himself as chairman of the debating club and a provincial public speaking champion. Munya went on to study law at the University of Nairobi, graduating with a Bachelor of Laws degree in 1993. His academic journey then took him abroad, earning a Master of Laws in International Economic Integration Law from the Vrije Universiteit Brussels and a second Master of Laws in Public International Law from the University of Georgia. Alongside his studies, he was active in student leadership, serving as chairman of the Kenya Law Student Society. On returning to Kenya, Munya briefly practiced law before entering academia, lecturing at the Kenya School of Professional Studies, the Kenya School of Monetary Studies, and later at Moi University between 2000 and 2002. He later co-founded the law firm Kimayo and Munya Advocates, marking his transition into private legal practice before stepping fully into politics. His political career began in 2002 when he was elected Member of Parliament for Tigania East constituency, a seat he held for a decade. During this period, he served as Assistant Minister for Internal Security and Provincial Administration, and later as Assistant Minister for East African Community Affairs. With the advent of devolved government in Kenya, Munya became the first governor of Meru County in 2013 and later rose to national prominence as chairman of the Council of Governors from 2015 to 2017. After the 2017 general election, President Uhuru Kenyatta appointed him to the cabinet, where he served in the dockets of East African Community and Northern Corridor Development, Industry, Trade and Cooperatives, and finally, Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries and Cooperatives. In his personal life, Munya is married to Phoebe Munya, who served as First Lady of Meru County during his governorship and became known locally for charitable initiatives focused on health and women's empowerment. The couple has 2 children, Karauni and Inkyo, and have generally kept their family life away from the political spotlight. Over the years, Munya's wealth has attracted attention, particularly during parliamentary vetting processes. In 2018, he declared a net worth of about KSH 264.1 million shillings, with later estimates placing it at roughly KSH 291 million shillings by 2020. His assets are largely tied to real estate and agricultural investments, with properties in Nairobi and Meru alongside large-scale farming ventures. He has consistently maintained that his financial status is the product of years of legal practice and public service rather than sudden enrichment. Politically, Munya remains active as the leader of the Party of National Unity and has declared his intention to seek a return to county leadership in Meru in the 2027 general elections. His career, marked by sharp reforms, ambitious development plans, and persistent controversy, continues to place him among the most debated political figures from Mount Kenya East, admired by supporters as a bold reformist and criticized by opponents as emblematic of Kenya's unresolved struggles with governance and accountability.